Hello and welcome back to Phantomile. At the end of the last video, we met Granny and inadvertently told Joka that Grandpa has the wind pendant. So, we had to race back through the ruins of the old Wind Kingdom in order to try and get there before Joka does. And thankfully that means going through a pair of great levels. So. This level is actually fairly basic, but there's a lot of interesting touches. There's this great, washed out... It has a great washed out visual style that we haven't really seen yet. Everything up to this point has still been really colourful, really bright and vibrant, and this is really the first level we've seen that's been kind of washed out with the kind of dark greens and the greys. Makes for a great visual contrast for the rest of the game. It's not going to last long though, so. And immediately after Goldbog, we have new enemies that we can only kill by throwing. New enemies that we can only kill by down throwing things into it. There's that little mysterious, plaque there. Kind of showing how the three kingdoms of Phantomile are linked. Pro skills there to get that little bubble. And of course the music in this area is great as well. As you might expect, it's a remixed version of the Breeze Gale theme. Again, kind of darker and more low key. And another new enemy. These guys are arseholes. They'll fire 2 spike balls away and then lift up their helmets so they can be grabbed. But they can only be grabbed from one side, which is kind of interesting. So you actually have to dodge the spike balls in order to be able to pick them up. You can't just jump on the other side of them and cheese it that way. You have to dodge their attacks. But they're complete arseholes, so it's very satisfying to just throw them around. More new enemies in the form of these ghosts. We're now into something of a haunted area. While they're somewhat translucent, they can be picked up, so they do actually have some physical form. As does this lamp guy. He'll start his fires spinning faster when we get close, and then we can just jump inside the ring and throw him about. That guy, I believe we originally saw his kind in Forlock. Just jumps about in the background like a coward. And this is the big platforming gimmick for this area, is these blocks here. You can see they're only really attached by one little rope. So when we jump on them, we've only got about half a second before they start to spin and dump us into whatever pit they're hanging over. And because they take a little while to reset, it can be very difficult to... Because they take a while to reset, if you mess up on them, there's no guarantee you're going to be able to get back onto the last safe platform. See that? Forgot to grab and move for the double jump. And very nearly did the same thing again there. It's the first really difficult obstacle. And one of the first obstacles from which, if you screw it up, there really is no major escape. Because you screw it up and you are going down into that pit. But there's another extra life up there. You'll notice our extra lives haven't gone into crazy levels. Like, we're still not in double figures. That's just because mainly because we've been losing so many. And another new thing, these swinging platforms. I think this is actually the first time in the game so far we've actually seen moving platforms. That old platform staple. And now we're over halfway into the game, and it's the first time we've seen them. After slipping off them, we go down here. So there's a bit of a safety net there. But the run back up is long. And I can't jump. So anyway, back up. Swinging platforms actually form something of a... They form something of a theme for this world, and we can't get up there. Some ghosts form around the door and chase us out. They form absolutely no threat, but I think it's a cool little touch that they just appear there to chase you out the door. The song is getting longer. Gradually. We'll save and head into a fun as hell level. This level is all about sliding. Sliding, moving fast, because you know, we're racing to get back home before Joka. So we need to move fast. The other thing is, can't move backwards in a lot of these sections. Even if you're up in the air. Even if you're up in the air, if you miss something, it's gone. More new things. Well, kinda. Just basically the same as the crates we saw in Jugpot. Jugpot? Forelock. The crates we saw in Forelock, these are effectively the same kind of thing. We can break them in exactly the same way. And we have these little air streams that we can see thanks to the bubbles. They'll give us a super jump, throw us up, kind of like the air jets we saw way back in Gunston Mine. Go through here, hit the switch, and blow our way forwards. Like I said, this is a short, very fast-paced level, which makes it a lot of fun. Because up to this point, a lot of the levels have required kind of slower exploration to make sure you're getting everything. Whereas in this level, we're just free to go nuts. the encouragement is there more to just go faster through the level. A load of more gems. I think these bones that we're seeing all over the level, they are, I believe, the bones of the leviathan that it speaks of in the level title. This is the leviathan's ice cavern. Although not a whole lot of ice in this level, really. More careful timed little platforming challenges. As you can see, those bones will drop away after a while. They do respawn though, so you're not completely boned if you miss them. And this is a cool little puzzle. We can't get up to grab that flying moo just with the air jets, but because this rock is sticking out slightly, we can jump on that and use that to get the height that we need to grab it to break the rock. We're home! So this is the fourth boss. As you can see, Joka gave us no clues as to how to defeat this, but given that he has 8 little glowing weak points on his body, I think we can figure it out. Basically just throw the flying moves into the glowing weak spots. If you get a good shot, you can take two of them out at the same time. As he loses health, he'll change up his attack patterns. Notice he was releasing those like monolith things, and now he's onto bombs, and now missiles. But he's really not very hard at all. Just dodge the attacks on the way in. Grab a moo on the backswing. Dodge his attacks on the way in. And then just take a shot. Can get frustrating though, because the hitboxes on his weak points are very, very precise. But he's down.
How would you? Mame! Wow! Wonderful!
I'll see you next time in the Temple of the Sun.